What's going on, everybody? How are you? I'm excited today. New plugin today. New plugin. Never tried it. Couple new plugins for me. Never tried. I like them. World old. Love the way they do this fucking song, man. This is a Boarded's version of Arise, and fuck, they nail it. Nail it. I'm gonna say I like it better than the original in some ways. Oh my gosh, my back is not very happy with me right now. How are you? Hope everybody's doing really well. I'm gonna be looking down at the comments for a bit. My phone is charging. As you guys know, I am low when it comes to how I monitor comments, everything else. Just don't fuck around in the chat. That's all we ask. I haven't really do that yet. I've yet to set Pedro up with the ban hammer. And if we ever do a ban, it's going to be just like my old group. Just like my old group. That's now known as the Guitar and Bass Plugins group. But my old group was the Honest Amp Sim Reviews user group. And it was a fun group to be part of. It's where I got my streaming start on my cell phone. And man, we had some good times. That being said, whenever we did a ban, and there was only three, there were 3 bans in the history of that group, and they were permanent, non-appealable. Don't give a fuck. You're gone. Don't bother us. Goodbye. Hi, Sam. Oh, Samuel, everybody. We got a Samuel. Oh, Sam in the house. Yeah, don't fuck around in the chat. We're all here for fun. Sometimes I go on rants. Let me know if I rant too much. Just be old man, shut your mouth. Tell me. Just tell me to zip it. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I've had a pretty good day today. I have a personal day tomorrow for American Thanksgiving because we like to watch. We take the day off and we watch football every year. Every single year. My missus and I, we stop what we're doing, our busy lives. We take a day and we give thanks for American football. That's the only thing we do. We eat food. I gotta go to a dentist. I gotta do a dentist thing tomorrow. Start farming out information on my gold tooth. I'm getting a gold tooth. I'm legitimately getting a gold tooth. And my coworkers are like, yeah, he's full of shit. He's not actually gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm getting a gold tooth. How professional is it to have a gold tooth? I have no idea. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Wow, 5 people and 1 person chatting. Come on, guys, say hi to my geeky tiki Patrick Stewart. It's fantastic. I've got it. Pardon. Got it loaded up with my fizzy bubble cranberry juice, and we're checking out a brand new plugin. And I'm gonna have to figure that out. Why is that so aggressive? Aggressive. All right, so this is the 2 Rock Bloomfield Drive. I've never heard of this company, but I can also safely attest that I'd never heard of Powered by Omega before that plugin. Obviously I'd heard of Fortin. Most of us had. But there's a lot of companies doing collaborations with companies that are very small, but have a very nice and very, very good product. They come up with a really good licensing deal that's usually fairly heavy. This is my experience. I'm not in any way speculating and telling you how Mixwave does their splits and their royalties, but in my experience, here's the difference. Now, you guys, we like to talk just as much as we play around here, so I'm just trying to explain. This is how it works. Hi, I'm a developer. I have a software. I have the ability to make amazing software. We have coders. We have all kinds of stuff. Hi, I'm an analog builder. I have the ability to come up with amazing products, amazing amps, amazing things. Well, I'd like to make a plugin that's based on your stuff, and I want to use your logo on it. It's an important fact here, guys. Because it's licensed, does it mean it's the best? Absolutely not. Just because it's got a parody name doesn't mean it's absolutely not. And that is a very gross misconception on both sides. Now, let's go. Going back to it, I'd like to do a plugin with you. I'd like to do a plugin with you. Sounds good. Shake hands. We start negotiating. Usually the percentage in that case, if it's a smaller company, the smaller company is going to get a lot of exposure from that plugin, especially if it's from a larger developer. People have never heard of this amp before are going to get firsthand use of how that sounds in a really good way. Fantastic. It's a win-win for a smaller company. Usually the bulk of the money is going to go to the developer, the software developer that spent the time and the money on the actual plugin itself. They're the ones that take all the risk. Basically, there's almost no risk whatsoever on the analog builder at all in most of these cases. Now, what's happening in this case, I have no idea what their split was, but when the name on the gear gets bigger and more popular, that percentage starts to go like this. Like that, because suddenly now it's not the software builder, it's the software developer taking a lot of risk. They're going to take a lot of risks still, but they're also going to get the more who's doing the exposing here. Now, if you're, say, a soft tube and you're working with Marshall, well, again, I'm not speculating in any way, shape, or form what deals these companies have in play. I just know the ones that I have traditionally dealt with when it comes to a larger, a smaller, it really depends on the size of both companies. If both companies are rather small, Mixwave, not a big company yet. They really aren't. They've only been around a very short time. So I would say they're established. They make great stuff. I wouldn't put them in the heavy hitters just yet, because I think that is earned more than that's got to be earned. And that's got to happen over more than just 2 or 3 years. You have to earn that spot in like the top 5 or the top bunch. And that said, they're on their way, well on their way. They've got some terrific stuff at Mixwave. Again, not a sponsored stream of any kind. Just thank you for the stuff. They gave me free stuff. And when companies give me free stuff, like in the description of every video, just because they give me something or give our team something doesn't mean we're going to say it's awesome. Once again, I see nobody chatting. And that's got to be a mistake, because it's this meh. Yeah, it is. I see it. Sorry, guys. I got to keep quick. What's going on, Andy? How are you? Man, this really sucks. That's it. And I'm going to get a little screen, and I figured it out. I'm going to mount it right over here. And there's going to be a screen right over here. I'm just going to have to turn occasionally and read it over here, read it, and then look at the camera. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get a little stand for it. Whatever it's got to do, it's going to sit right here vertically. I've got to do something about this comment bullshit. Doing it on my phone is not working. I can't do it this way. It's nonsense. All right. So going back to it, essentially that's the way these deals work is, depending on the size of the companies, they work out a pretty good deal where somebody's making something great and everyone's making money. Everyone's usually happy. In the case of Fortin, for example, not to say that Mike Fortin wasn't extraordinarily established, but when Neural DSP and Fortin got together, both companies really kind of came up really quickly. A lot more people started ordering amps, and a lot of people started figuring out that Neural DSP was rad. So in this case, this is exactly the same, very, very similar ways. Like Mixwave they've come out, and immediately it's been almost nothing but licensed and signature products. There's been a lot of license and signature from this company. You go through all their drum plugins, they're all signatures. All signatures. How's it going, Bo? How's it going? Seuss, what's up? Seuss, I decided I'm voluntelling you that we're doing a collaboration. Seuss and I both bought the same guitar. He got it, well, he was gifted it, and he's in love with it. And I have not received mine, but it'll be here soon. Just getting a custom pick guard made for it now. Carbon fiber, 2 humbuckers. I'm getting the switch moved from here to over here, and no tone pot. I'm not getting a tone pot put on it. Although I was reconsidering that after the fact. I think I will get a tone pot put on it. But either way, the switch is getting moved somewhere off the horn. I cannot stand when the switch is on the horn. Or up here. I fucking hate it. Anyways, Seuss and I may do, we should do something. I'm suggesting maybe even with Mixwave here, we could do something with the Chimera and the Fuzz. I was thinking that might be kind of fun. So let's go through the lineup today from Mixwave. It's a Mixwave only stream because I just got a bunch of stuff from them. Plus I had not checked out something, an older plugin. So let's go through it. First, we have the Wave Overdrive. And this thing is non-licensed. I think this is just Mixwave. Yeah, it's supposed to be, I mean, the logo was dead giveaway. It's Maxon. It's supposed to be a Maxon 808. We're going to be trying this out today in just regular kind of usage. This is also included in the Two Rock Bloomfield, but we're going to get to that. Now here's another one. You guys have seen this on the channel before. This is the Mixwave Benson Chimera. Super cool, super nasty, but also super lovely when you need it to be. This whole suite is like a stoner rock musician's dream. It's like your dream is going to be this. This is one of your dream plugins right fucking here. Okay. Now, here's another plugin that's not going to be used today, but I wanted to show you guys because it's not often something gets through us, the team. Everybody here on the team, on this team that at the Amsterdam Universe, every one of us is going to be firmly planted to the pulse, finger on the pulse, ear to the ground, constantly on releases. This one got by us. This is a Mixwave Ashdown ABM EVO. I saw this in their downloads and I didn't see it anywhere else. And I'm going, what the fuck? How did this get by us? What are we talking about right now? This is insane. Are we kidding? And it got by us because it was a Sweetwater collaboration. And I don't know if maybe they just there wasn't any marketing behind it. I don't know what the story was, but I didn't hear about it. Nobody heard about it. Nobody on our team heard about it, but you can be darn sure that I'm going to be doing a bass stream really soon with this because this is actually based on a brand of amps that I really enjoy. Ashdown amps are fantastic, so I can't wait for that. Andy was very excited by this. Very, very. The model we ordered, by the way, is the Harley Benton JA Baritone. $177? What are we talking about right now? Oh, I can't wait for that thing. Anyways, I'm ordering a custom pickguard off of eBay for that. I can't wait to get it. Anyways, this was not going to be able to use today. I'm just listening to a cover I did a long time ago of Lay It on the Line by Triumph. So we're going to get rid of this. Now, Milkman Creamer on the list today. Very excited about this one. And if you're a rockabilly or a psychobilly type guitar player, country, blues, this is going to be your bag. Absolutely going to be your bag. I'm going to bring this back a little bit. I don't want to talk over. Plus, I hate listening to myself sing. Drives me nuts. So this one's, we're going to see if we can get to this one as well. Also in the lineup, this is a Mixwave Spirit Box, Mixwave Spirit Box mic stringer. And this, I think this is this, and they have one for Jason Richardson. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to feel about this plugin. We'll get into it. The UI doesn't look fantastic, but all of their other UIs mostly look great. I thought there was a way too much white in this one. This is gotta have there should be a dark available something behind this. This is very, very, very light. This one, I don't know yet. The Benson Chimera looks fan-fucking-tastic, and so does the... It just leads me to believe there was something different going, like, was it a different UI artist, graphic artist? I'm not sure. But let's get back to the Bloomfield here. This is where we're going to end up. This amp is, it's pretty cool so far. I I gave it a very, very limited run. So I'm going to go through some of the, just try to figure out what this can do. I've heard it does heavier stuff. I don't know if that's entirely true or not. I know nothing about this amp apart from it. I noticed it has 2 types of tubes. We've got 6 L6 and 6 V6. Well, what's the difference, you might ask? Well, one is bolder. One is a bit bolder and tighter. The other one is going to have more of a sparkle and a bit of like a little bit of muddiness on the low end, if that, or squishiness, we'll call it, if that makes any sense. They're different. They are different tubes. Go look up the differences if you'd like. There are very large differences between all power tubes in my opinion, and knowing the difference between the power tubes, and also knowing which power tubes are in the product that the plugins that you're purchasing, that makes a difference. Okay. We'll get into that another time though. Pedro, how's it going? Pip, how are you? Man, we got a lot of people that are staying up really late to hang out, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's super late where those guys are at. And so that's awesome. You guys are able to drop in. Now, Mixwave, a company that is newer, still newer, and I'm firmly interested in what they are selling. Very interesting that they'd have a clean this awesome, but they'd have absolutely no post effects. It's very interesting. All of their suites are set up with like tons of things going on, post effects and everything else. I also thought it was strange that they included the Maxon 808, but I kind of feel like the where is it? I thought I just had it loaded up. Here it is. Forgot to go over the Centurion, guys. The Centurion here, obviously the Klon Centaur, is getting a revival. This thing is expensive though. It's pricey for a pedal plug-in. Is it that good? Yes, it's very good. It's very, very good. But there's a very good one out there that's also free from Nembrini Audio. So it depends on how much you love the Centaur and what kind of a budget you're on. For a sale issue, I would always suggest wait for a sale when it comes to a pedal plugin. The other thing is, was this modeled from a real Klon Centaur? That's the question. A lot of the Klon Centaur plugins or additions and portions of plugins, they're all traditionally, and they're modeled from usually from clones. Clone kits, very good clones. There's some really, really nice clones of the Klon Centaur out there. So a lot of the times, the ones you're using in plugin form have not been modeled from the OG, the $5 or $6 or $12 or $225,000 pedal or whatever it is at this point in its lifetime. This thing is, they're awesome pedals, but the thing is, if you open one up, you go on Google, go wherever you'd like. Oftentimes to truthfully model a pedal, you need to know what's going on under the hood. The thing is about the Klon Centaurs is that under the hood is they fill them with goo. They dump stuff in there that protects. If you are to try to dig it out, you're going to damage the circuitry. So there's not really a way to have a good look at what's going on in there. So that's kind of just neither here nor there. But either way, it would be cool. It would have been cool, if I'm being honest, to see the Centaur here beside the 808. Doesn't feel like there's a lot going on. I mean, it's great to have the pedal. The amp so far is cool, and the cab section is bananas. The Mixwave cab sections, you can really tell that there's a producer at the helm of this company because these cab sections are absolute madness. You have axis, distance, angle, delay, panning, level. You've got several different types of mics. Holy shit on the mics. Holy shit on the mics. A lot of microphones, folks. So these are some of the most in-depth cab sections, or if not the most in-depth cab sections that I've ever seen attached to a plugin. So it's pretty dang cool. You get the choice of 2 different cabinets, the 2-rock bottom, 2-rock top. You also get the access to polarity, which is, that's fairly typical. But man, it would be cool, although I don't know if there's maybe a way to do it. I've yet to figure out how to do it, if there is a way. But it'd be nice to be able to see the speakers, or have an option where I could just kind of click on it and see exactly where I'm putting this mic. And I'm assuming this is a 212 cabinet. Okay, so we're just going to assume that's where I want it. I just have one right now, just one mic that's put in there. So it would have been cool to see it, like maybe a compressor in here as well. I'm not going to complain about not having a compressor because I can just set one up myself. But okay, hold on. I'm going to put the comments up here for a bit because this is getting annoying. I just want to be able to see the comments from you guys. Sorry. I feel like I'm just talking to myself right now. He's not replacing anything in his, although, Seuss, I would say, can you imagine a set of like noiseless, are they noisy? Are the ones in there noisy? Or I'm assuming in a $177 guitar, the motherfucker's going to be noisy as all hell. I'm assuming I'm going to have to do some fret work as well, but that's not a big deal because I love doing my fret ends. It's so fun to just set my little table up, get super baked, and just do the fret ends. And they're super easy, and I've gotten really used to it. So it's so easy to make a cheaper guitar feel better with just a little bit of work. Just put new strings on this. So be gentle, folks. Really? It zazzed it up that much, eh? All right, guys. So far, so good. I like the feel of everything. We're going to go through some presets. I want to see what they have available in the presets because I always like to look through. What do we got? Factory. We've got, Ariel, Posehn. We've got just a whole bunch of people I've never... Oh, John Cordy did... that's cool. I'll be honest with you, I've not heard of most of these fellas, but we're going to try one preset from each of them. Dynamic lead. Let's see what we got. That's a dynamic lead? All right. I got to crank this up a little bit more, folks. Man. Okay, I feel it. This is not really feeling like staying in tune. Usually this guitar is one of my like dynamite guaranteed rock stars when it comes to staying in tune in a stream. So we'll see if it... That's the lead. Okay. Gain. Long Boy Guitar Team. Yeah, she's a big fucking... That's a big beast. I want to say that line from Deuce Big. That's a huge bitch. If you've ever seen Deuce Bigelow, you can't unhear that. You just can't unhear that line. And you'll be thinking it for the rest of your life, guaranteed. When is Mixwave going to do a high gain deal? Do I keep... What is going on here? Very interesting. Why do I keep... Okay, I got to bring back my... That's a little better. I turn it up a little bit for y'all. It's amazing. Really, for that price, I'm floored. I figured for that price, it could be the worst guitar in the universe. It ended up costing me in Canadian dollars. It ended up costing me about $300. Around $300. It was what it cost me. So, it's honestly, and then with the pickups, I already had the pickups. At home. So it's not going to cost me anything. The pickguard is going to cost me a few bucks. Pickguard is going to cost me about $80. But it's going to be custom made to fit that guitar, screw holes and all. It's also going to be a nice gray carbon fiber look. And I think it's really going to work out, all things considered. I think it is going to look incredible. Cannot wait. So far, I'm liking this, but I'm not at the same time. Like I need to understand the amp better, is what I'm saying. I need to just work with it a bit more. I'm gonna find it. Okay, I'm starting to dig on it a little bit more. Let's tighten it up a little bit with some with some overdrive. Let's see what's happening here. All right, now that just woke it up. That just pissed it off enough to like, what's happening here now? Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, I got it. Whoa, what did I do there? All right, I'm in. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking so far? What does it sound like on your end? I'm digging it. I don't mean to make it seem like I'm like, I don't know about this. For me, it's like I really need to understand the amp better. What I really need is like Bo in front of the amp. Usually, I think Bo's had the most chance to experiment with this, and the other guys on the team have done the free trials, and they're like, wow, just get in there. I just haven't had a chance. I have not had a chance at this point. And today we're having that chance. It seems a little bit like, maybe a little bit unprofessional to go into a stream without testing, without trying something. But that's the thing. This is where we talk about building trust and earning it. Certain companies put something out, and I know full well, without even having to even ask a question, I don't even ask myself, what if it sucks? Midstream, it's super awkward if I'm trying something for the first time in stream, all of a sudden it sucks. And it's like, I don't want to sit there and tell you guys it's a fucking not a turd, but I don't want to sit there in the stream and call it a turd either, because that's not what we do here. I don't want to be negative about shit. Okay? Don't want to be negative about stuff in this stream. We try to keep it positive. As far as like companies and developers and the effort goes, we try to keep it positive. We don't shit talk developers in here unless it's Positive Grid. In which case, you can shit talk Positive Grid as much as you want. Go right ahead. Make it as detailed as possible. Go to their social media as well. Tell them how you feel about it. They don't like that. They will. I am currently banned from all. I'm banned and blocked from all of their social media. Because every time it would come up, I would just have to say something. Wow, so really Pretty big difference between the tubes there. Check that out. Same settings. A lot of low end just disappeared, so I'm gonna bring that back. A little bit of volume disappeared as well, so we're gonna bring that back. Try to get that a little bit better. That's not so bad. That's getting a lot stankier in a good way. I like the stank that this amp brings. Is the honk to it that almost reminds me of like a high watt maybe, but I'm not saying those amps are identical or even comparable. I'm just saying that if you've ever heard a high watt before, you'll know that especially if you've ever been in a room with a high watt, if you're even in the same room as a high watt, like a big boy on a 412 cabinet, and that room is not, anywhere in that room, the mids in that amp, if it's turned up loud from just the stage volume, are going to make your teeth rattle. It's just they're loud, really loud amps with a very particular mid honk that I call the high watt honk. And this kind of gives me that feelsies. Guys, thank you, Freyskin. Fucking thanks. Because nobody answered me in my group chat when I brought that up. I don't know what comes on. I'm tuning mine E to E. Seuss, what are you tuning yours to? Hold on. No, Pedro. It's high gain, but teacher. Hold on. Yeah, the Spirit Box has some high gain involved in it. Remember, hey, I get shit on. I get shit on when I do too much high gain. I do. I get shit on when I do too much high gain from y'all. They just like I'll get it in the comments sometimes. Just like, is all this chuttle about is all this chuttle about metal? I don't like metal. I like absins though. I was like, yeah, I dude, I don't like just metal either. I'm out here trying to, when I try something, I'm out here trying to make sure that I'm giving it the good fighting chance to sound as good as it can by just trying to play the styles that are Fuck. I just gone cross-eyed. Oh no. All right, you guys get it. I'm trying to basically always trying to put gear and plugins, etc., in the best light by playing the genres or styles of guitar that gear excels at. Does that make sense? In this case, if I pulled out, if I go in and pulled out my metal guitar and try to do like some thrashy type tones right now, no one's gonna buy this plugin based on no one's gonna buy the plugin based on that. Not a single damn soul is gonna buy the plugin if I'm like, hey, just check this out. Can this do Metallica? Yeah, you fucking no, man. That's not what you're trying to do with it. You know, I'm never gonna buy that anyways. Sounds like shit. Yeah, I mean, it just, you know what I mean? And I see people do that. I see one, oh fuck. Guys, I really wish I could rants and say negative things sometimes, but there's one influencer that every time I see him try a plugin, I seem to set it up so terribly, just had no idea how it works. And it just bothers me. And everything has got to be metal through it. If it can't do metal, it sucks. And you're just like, you're not, just, how are you still getting free things? How are you still getting free things? If you get it for free and you don't think it's your thing, tell the developer this. Thank you very much. This plugin is incredible. It does everything it's supposed to do. Unfortunately, what it does doesn't necessarily fit with my channel's regular content. Instead of just sandwiching and shoehorning this thing, it's gonna do metal. I gotta try. Like when the first the STO tonality Howard Benson came out, the amount of people trying to make that do metal was just it was laughable. That's a rock plugin, folks. It's one of the best rock plugins out there, but it's still a rock plugin. Like this one, the 2Rock Bloomfield Drive is definitely a what's all the clicks and pops? Are you guys getting that as well? All right, so you guys have seen it. The Mixwave 2Rock Bloomfield Drive. I'm going to try a few other baritone clean verb. I'm going to try a few other presets. And, ooh, Telecrunch. I like Telecrunch. Now that's a lot. See, I'm really going to have to get more into this amp because I feel like I'm not giving it. Where did that come from? Like I'm just kind of looking at where. I'm just kind of looking at how things differed between that and last preset because that is a ton more gain. This suddenly became a punk rock amp as well, and a good one. I would definitely use this for punk rock. Although I'm needing to hear the 57, and wow, there is a lot going on here. Let's see. Oh, that's where all the dirt came from there. I see. A little more would be good. Did it switch to lead? Yeah. As far as strings for the baritone, I don't know. I was wrong that when I did strings on a multi-scale, I kind of fucked that up. So if you're in the comments, you tell me, what should I be putting on it for E to E? To not have it like... You know what I'm talking about when I can't deal with a lot of string play. But at the same time, I don't want it to be a cheese grater either. 4010s, tuned in E, very stock rhythm guitar for this rhythm rock dad. This is the dad guitar. This is definitely my dad Telecaster. Couple of humbuckers in there. Humbucker from DiMarzio, by the way, is more like a single coil than anything else. This is a PAF Pro. 30th, I think it's the 30th anniversary. Wonderful, wonderful. These pickups are never leaving this guitar. This is another guitar that's had probably 20 different pickups in it. I used it for testing a lot. Then this set worked its way into the picture, and it's never, they've never been taken out. Never been, the heights have never been touched. Never will be. This guitar sounds and plays exactly the way I want it. And isn't it nice to have instruments like that? And if you don't have an instrument like that, well, we got to work together to get your instruments playing nice for you. And we can kind of teach you how to do that too. I can tell you to go right up here and what to look for. Factory strings are only 6/8s, and it's, I think, stock factory tuned to F. So I think with the longer scale, you don't have to necessarily go up with the tuning. I think you have to balance that out. So the 84s would definitely be a cheese grater. But 68 seems a bit small. So I think I'm going to go up from the 68 and find out what SIT has, or even DiMarzio. If SIT doesn't have what I need, I'll go with something, just find an ideal set. Seuss, you're killing me. He's messaging me. See you later, dude. Good night. See you later. He messaged me as I popped up and I got very confused for a sec. I find that something in the low end. Is there a bright switch? Where's the bright? Bright at? It's already on. Ooh, that's starting to get pretty close to where I parked my car. Yeah, fuck, guys, this thing rips. Ooh. Nice. This is sounding really good. I'm feeling really good about this this plugin. So if you're into rock tones, this is where we're gonna put this one to bed, though. If you're into rock tones, I mean, whether you are or you're not, I mean, get into the free trial. This was probably going to blow your mind for clean. It's probably going to blow your mind for really, like, that's like stanky. And like, when I say stanky, I mean in a good way. When I say like stanky, like spongy, sort of dirty rock tones that can be definitely. I love that low end and the pick attack for like the quick skate punk pick. Whoops. I'm going to turn that up a tiny bit and then let that resonate and see what we got here. Very nice. Warm. Really warm. And this is one of the, yeah, I mean, this, wow, this is a really cool amp, and it doesn't sound like anything else that I've ever used, really. It's a different bird. It's definitely a bit of a different bird, so I highly suggest this one for at least its free trial spin, and you get unrestricted free trialness, as always with Mixwave. One of the last surviving iLok companies. I don't know if any of the other companies. iLok is still Neural DSP, still does iLok, and so does Mixwave. But hey, if it's working for if it's working for you, then continue it. And switching over to a licensing system is phenomenally painful, and it's painful for your customers as well, because now your customers have to go and re-license everything, and it's a phenomenal pain in the ass when that company has a lot of plugins. Like Nambrini Audio recently did it, got away from iLok, stopped handing their money away for nothing, and it was man, I had to reinstall and re-license and this and that and everything, but it's way less of a pain in the ass. All right, let's but say goodbye to 2 Rock Field. I look forward to seeing what other signature products they have in store. I'm interested to see. I don't know. I should have used the Centurion with that while I had a chance, but we're gonna go with Spirit Box, Mike Stringer, and let's see. I have no idea what to expect here at all. Oh, lovely. Sounds great so far. Now, at first glance, the UI is, I don't know. The UI looks a little strange to me on the flat back. Oh my gosh, flat black background. Woo! Let's try to say that 10 times fast. Yowza! So on the background, it looks a little strange. A little strange. I don't know. There's something about it just seems a little strange. We've got what seems to be the clean amp, and that's cool. Let's give this a rip. I don't know what's under the hood of this. I have no idea. Usually I like to know these things, but I stopped wanting to know these things. Oh, hello. That is a beautiful clean tone. Hello there. All right, I'm interested to add some chorus to see where we go with this. Oh, not that much chorus. Calm down. Not that much chorus. Oh, hi there. That's lovely, isn't it? I am Gladiator. Sounds like Power Rangers, doesn't it? Listen. Go, go, Power Rangers. If you've never heard War Kings before, they're fun. Go give them a try, though. I'm gonna talk shit. I kind of like them. So I like that. Needs a little more beef, though, so let's go get some low end for that. And maybe a little less presence. But more on the volume. Oh! See, I was not expecting that at all. The ring modulator. It's a sure thing that I'm not going to touch that. Because I don't like ring modulators that much. Okay, so that's got... I have an idea here. This sounds fantastic so far. I'm really enjoying myself here. A little bit. I like that. Okay. Still too much. That's a little better. That's a little better. All right, let's try that again. Oh my gosh! It's interesting. The delay's fun. Not that the playing was great there. It's been a while since I've done any tapping. This, I'm assuming, is going to be necessary later. So the clean amp sounds terrific. Hell yeah, it's the clean amp. Cab section, much like the others, is very in-depth. Very, very in-depth cab section here. I don't know that all of these mics for this purpose, but that's okay. We're going to get to the next channel. This is the raw. I'm assuming this is rhythm. Wow, that is... Holy smokes, that's processed. That is quite already boosted. Very much already boosted. That does not need any boosting from me. Sounds good. So far, so good. I was more impressed with the clean amp, if I'm being honest. So far, so good, though. Let's go through some of the presets. Wow. A lot more presets for this, aren't there? And whew, again, Dave Dunshire. Dave Dunshire is he works at Mixwave, actually. And he's a phenomenal content creator. Go check out his stuff. It's got some sick guitars, really nice way of producing things. Everything looks really crisp and dark looking, solid. I aspire to someday create this good of content. Oh, all right. Let's check out Stay Metal Ray. Oh my, what was that? What's going on here? Keep in mind, these are not metal pickups. The second amp is in the middle. I don't think that I'm using the right pickups to give this a shot. Like the third amp a lot better already. Okay. Okay. I dig it. I really like that clean tone. And in this plugin, you get an overdrive. You get a ring modulator, a chorus, amps, 3 amps. Well, we'll say one 3-channel amp or 3 single-channel amps, whichever you'd like to say. A very, very elaborate and very nice cab section. And a delay pedal that's, again, quite advanced in what it can do. There's a lot of stuff going on. Delay pedal, very customizable to exactly how you'd like it to sound. So, yeah, you have 4 different types in here. You've got analog, digital, lo-fi, and reverse. So, man, you've also got the opportunity here to move things however you'd like. So that's putting a lot on the user, though. For those of you out there that feel comfortable making your own signal chains and such, go ahead, play around with it. I believe, yeah, go ahead, play around with it and feel confident. Like, you know, you're not going to screw anything up that bad. But if you know your signal chain, you'll be fine. I mean, that being said, even if you don't know your signal chains, it's not that hard to figure out. Go through some of the presets. You know, go up and go to Google and look up like ideal guitar presets, and there's definitely a few different things and there's up here as well, in search bar here. There's a lot of people that will take you through exactly what should be where in a standard use signal chain. There are a few effects out there that can kind of get put before or after the amp, depending on the player, like delay, for example, or reverb. That can go in a number of places, but most of the time things are going to be kind of one way, and where things have an ideal purpose, unless you start messing around with like modulation and stuff like that, then that's all bets are off. Modulation and stuff like that, you can just, like right here, you've got the ring modulator chorus. Really, those can go in whatever order you'd like. those can affect each other in weird ways. Like, look at the guys in Korn, for example. Those guys have all sorts of freaking effects that are running in various directions, and they like how certain effects hit certain things. So this gives you a lot of opportunity to go through different effects. I've liked it so far. However, I am gonna try it again when I'm using one of my metal guitars, because again, I want to make sure that I'm giving this plugin, giving it every bit of a fighting chance that I can to get the best quality out of it. And these pickups probably not really sitting super well with. Definitely did not sit well with the teal amp. The purple amp, clean amp, is really good. The teal / I don't know, it seemed higher gain almost than the red amp, but I liked the red amp. This one I need a little more time to kind of work with. Cab section looks great. You have two options. You got V30s and you've got your greenbacks. That to me just does not seem like the best combination for with pickups and everything else. Not the guitar for it. Either way, I'm excited by this. I don't know much about Spiritbox. They are Canadian. I don't know much about them. I know very little about Spiritbox. In fact, I've seen I've heard a handful of songs, and they're not. I don't dislike them as far as I know. So anyhow, we're gonna get rid of that one. Away she goes. And this is probably a pretty good time for a quick break. I am going to take a quick break, and then actually, you know what? I'm going to power through, because we are encroaching on a few other things. So I'm just going to keep her going. Okay. So what I kind of wanted to do, one of the things I want to do, even though out front of this Benson Chimera, there's the germanium boost, the phenomenal germanium fuzz, the Benson preamp. It's a very well-known pedal. There's a Tallbird reverb, amp, cab. Lots going on in here. Yep. However, I kind of want to see how this here's Centurion, aka Centaur, hits this amp. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to see. Ooh la la. Sounds good already. Okay, I'm already happier with this than I was about the last plugin, to be honest. Wow, that sounds super good. Holy shit. Okay, so without the pedal, it sounds like this. Super good. Super good as is. And then we add the Mixwave Centurion. Marvelous. Couple of bad shoegaze chords on the end there for you. What do you guys think? Sorry, that'll be back. Mixwave Mike Stringer is going to be back. That one is solid. It's solid, but I feel like I need one of my other guitars in order to Knew that going in though. I was like, geez, I'll try the clean tone, but I'm not gonna get too far into the gain section because I know that I know what the design is. The design for that amp sim is gonna be more for high gain for sure. For sure. It's a high gain thing, but PAFs for me when it comes to modern high gain plus a PAF pickup, I don't know. Not really where I'm gonna be wanting to park my car. This sounds so good. Woo! Black metal. This is awesome. And here's the cool thing. If you buy the Benson Chimera collection or the Milkman Creamer collection, you get the pedals for use on their own, which is pretty fucking sick because they're really good pedals. This is amazing. The germanium boost, when I put this up against a whole bunch of other amp sims, this thing sounds cracking. Absolutely cracking. Let's check it out. Oh, so good. Yeah, I don't play AC/DC. Sorry, guys. Been a long time. This sounds great. Oh, man. You want to check this? This is 8-string tone right here. That's what I'm looking for. I'm hoping that I hope I can modify it so that the new big boy can do some genty stuff for y'all. Because I know it's important to some folks. Can it gent? And the answer is, we'll find out. All right, so we're hanging out with this. The next, we have the germanium fuzz. That thing rips. And you also get the tall bird all by itself. So you check it out, mix. You go right here, germanium boost, germanium fuzz, and then you go to the Milkman. If we go over to the Milkman in a sec, the Milkman here is the Milkman Creamer. Ah, my eyes! What's happened to them? I'm just kidding. That was me being a little over dramatic. All right, so we've got the discrete OPM boost. We have the delay. This thing is so cool. This thing is literally country / psychobilly, rockabilly in a box. It's got a little bit of boost to it, and it gives you that nice slapback delay that you always need. You're gonna need it. They've also given you the reverb, the amp. Man, you got to get these. We'll go over to this for a few minutes. We are going to be getting out of here in about 10 minutes, though, guys. 10 minutes is the goal. Now, the Benson Chimera, I've gone over a lot, whereas the Mixwave Milkman, not very much at all. Chimey. Now, check this out. Okay, just getting the repeats down here, guys. So there's no boost on right now. So A little bit high. Turn the boost on. Gives you a little bit of oomph on the end there. Be like surf music. So if you like surf, ska, blues, country, anything, psychobilly, anything that involves the use of slapback delay, a really wonderful warm amp with all kinds of nice components involved here is going to be for you. Wonderful clean tones. They have clean tones, rock tones, and everything else handled under the roof at Mixwave. What they don't have yet is they don't have a license deal with a high gain amp builder, we'll call it. There's nothing yet. They do have two plugins that do high gain in the Mixwave, the Mixwave mic stringer, and they also have Mixwave Jason Richardson that came out some time back. If those are for you, give them a try. I have not tried the Jason Richardson yet, but I should probably get into that one as well. This one, however, when it comes to clean and rock tones, man, these guys have come to the party, and they've come to the party throwing dynamite. They really have. They've come to the party and started just throwing dynamite to introduce their drum plugins. I'll be honest, for my personal use, they're not necessarily for me. Too hardwired into Superior Drummer. I'm way too hardwired into it. I'll never be able to break away from it. So I can't really. I've tried them though. They sound phenomenal. If you like that mixed ready album sound without having to really do too much, to my own personal, to my ears, very processed samples, but they do sound good. They real good, like with a pounding pop, lots of pop, big sound, big modern drum energy on those in those plugins rather, and a lot of good names. Okay, you can't argue with names like Mike Mangini, Brooks Wackerman, and all the other incredible. Now they're on like a dude from Gojira just did his second plug. So go and check these out. They're doing a sale right now. Again, not a paid stream. They just hooked us up. I like some of the stuff, so we're putting it together once in a while. And man, I had a good time today. Thank you guys so much for being here with me and watching the stream. It's a shorty today. I'm going to be back. Here's what's going on in the next couple days. Tomorrow, I am not working. So I'm going to be here with you guys for at least one stream tomorrow at some point. Don't know when that's going to be. But stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to be here for sure. And then we're going to be doing a Black Friday all request questions and answers for the group. I'm going to be on for a big chunk of time answering all of your Black Friday questions. Are you thinking about buying it? You want our opinion? Ask us in the comments. We will keep up. I'll try to keep up the best I can. The team will keep. We'll keep. Try that again. The team will also keep up and give you their opinions as long as they're not cut too fast. If you have one or two purchases in mind, toss them out there. For sure. Even two or three. If you're stuck between two, we'll help you answer those questions as well. If you're stuck, you're like, man, I really want to buy this, but I also really want to buy this, and I can only afford one. I can't do both. Throw it at us. See what we can do. See if we can make things dance for you. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to a lot more of these pre-recorded content. I finally put a date on it. January 1st. Okay, January 1st is when the pre-recorded single product, short, 10 minutes probably max, 10 to 20 minutes max for those. And those are going to be coming out in January 1st. I've got a few of them already worked out. So January 1st, you can expect to see those start to show up. They're the most pain in the thing for me to make. I like doing things live. They're going to feel a lot like these. So hopefully you guys dig those as well. All right. Thanks for being here, Pedro. Thank you so much for being here, Freyskin. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Ton Guitarra, thank you for being here as well. It's been a while since I saw you, and I didn't say hello when you dropped in today. So hello and goodbye, my friend. And I will be with you guys in the next couple days. My challenge for you guys today is go shop those sales. Go and look at the sales, guys. I'm going to try to keep away from the sales because I don't need any more plugins, but I'm going to go look anyway. It's payday tomorrow, so I might have to look at something. I'm going to go look at some drum MIDI, I think. Either way, find out what's important for you guys. Go and look it up. And then let us know Thursday or on the weekend what you're thinking about buying. We're going to help you out. All right? Thank you for being here. See you guys next time. Cheers.